I'm so hot that I'm sweating all over, and I'm not even moving, and I'm totally stagnant, and I feel totally fine. Like I've a lot of people would be rendered uncomfortable by the heat, but I feel totally fine and at peace, sort of. And I don't know. I realize that I always feel rather at peace. I have the ability to feel rather at peace in any circumstance. And I'm not entirely sure why I keep trying to force myself to attach to some sort of desire again. Maybe this is a blessing that I don't really have any will or desire for anything. And that maybe I should really try to enjoy this peace that I've been granted. But then I'm going to be accused of lacking ambition, and people who lack ambition, I hear, aren't as socially accepted or as socially successful. But all this sounds wrong. When I say this, I feel something very ugly. I feel something very ugly. I have a very, these are very, very ugly and stupid ideas. And it makes me want to vomit. I feel nauseous. I've made myself nauseous by consuming so much filth. I've filled my mind up with actual hazards, with mold, with actual mold. My mind has been polluted by mold and rot. Yeah, and I don't think that's good. Well, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm also, I don't know. Things are starting to fall into place, and things are starting to make a little bit more sense. I'm beginning to really understand God, to understand it. And it doesn't feel, because I don't want to say God, because I think that term is contaminated by organized religion. Nobody really understands it, and God now is sort of a reference to a figure that appears within fiction, rather than the phenomenon which the fiction, which the metaphors are intending to portray. That I'm referencing only the most superficial residue of the abstraction, as opposed to the experience which the abstraction could have referenced, or whose reference it was made to engender. Well, yeah. Well, I've convoluted things. Look, I realize I overcomplicated things a lot. I've totally obfuscated everything, and I've killed God. I've killed myself. That we're all God at some point. We're all angelic at some point, and we kill ourselves with reason. We didn't kill God, just God, but with a collective God, but we've killed ourselves as well with rationality. We've completely exploited rationality, and we've made this very comfortable hell for ourselves. This very, very comfortable hell. We don't feel it, and we don't sense it, because it's a distraction from God. And if God doesn't perceive it, then it isn't real, and it isn't really happening, and it isn't really occurring. We're encouraging God to turn a blind eye to us, because this isn't something that God can bear to witness. We are divorcing ourselves from the infinite, and we're heading into oblivion. We're locking ourselves into oblivion. We're destroying life. We're destroying divinity. We're destroying consciousness. We're destroying God. We're destroying ourselves. This is IQ Test signing off.